Thank you.
That's right. An enthusiastic response from our audience here in the KCOU studio.
Yeah, and hopefully some people were rocking out in their cars.
Yeah. That's right. Though you can't see it, it's very cramped here. We've got the 4 band members as well
cozy.
as it's cozy. Exactly. It's cramped in a good way. It's very, as well as a camera set up here and our KCOU staff. It's very tight, as opposed to this music, which is very pleasingly loose, as we say.
we like some
Very
band
loose.
settings sometimes. We like to get down on some house parties occasionally, so...
Well, I guess that
if anybody wants to hear us at a house party, hit us up on our Facebook. We're probably down.
Well, excellent. That perfectly leads into my next question, which is more along the lines of your gigs you're playing. And just, I guess, I always love to ask bands, do you have any good stories of gigs you've played at this point? Any phenomenal... I mean, of course, we got to keep it radio friendly. But like any particularly great shows, and though I hate to ask, any particularly bad shows?
Yeah, we had a really interesting thing happen this Friday, actually. We just bought a new amp for Paul recently. We were getting ready for this final show, and has a tube preamp that leads into a solid-state driver, so it's not necessarily a full tube amp, but it does have a single tube in it. And the tube managed to blow in transportation, and we didn't know it until our show. So we plugged in, and we heard the filament burn up, and then we had to go through about 5 minutes of the sound guy wanting us to check a bunch of different things whenever we knew we just needed to move on from that point. So, but the show went great. Otherwise, we ended up just running him through the house system, and it sounded pretty similar to how he sounds normally through his amp, so it worked out great. We just had to cut one song from our set, and then the best part of that is we actually had about 120 people come out, and that was really... Like, that felt great for me just because we've only been playing since October. So even though it was an important competition and people were coming out to show support, it was cool to have that kind of draw in 6 months of being a band. So
yeah, that's a 120. That's 20 people a month. So
yeah,
if that's the average, if you all have like a quota where you can only get 20 new fans a month, and then you like cut it off, and then next month you can sign up for the list. But my heart goes out on the tube amp situation as someone who knows a little bit about that.
And then otherwise, show situation, we're pretty excited. We're going to be opening for a band called Roster McCabe at Mojo's coming up on April 25th. It's going to be a Wednesday night right at the end of the semester. It's probably going to be our last show for the year. So if anybody wants to come out for that, once again, it'll be April 25th at Mojo's. And Roster McCabe's a really cool band. I'm excited to see their show, so...
Well, cool. And you all are from the area, yes? Sort of roughly around the Columbia area?
All 4 of us are students right now, and we're from St. Charles, Missouri, and Rob's from St. Louis, so...
Okay, so you're from the area, but then I guess as students, you probably will all kind of be going separate ways for a while in the summer, or will you be continuing?
We're trying to stay here. We got a real nice house lined up with a good practice space for next year. We're excited about that, and... if everything works out, we should all be staying here. I actually graduate in May, but I got a full-time job at Socket here selling internet. So if anybody's having a problem with their internet, hit up Socket.
Right,
it's lightning fast.
Yeah.
And you'll feel
Great
better because you're supporting the band by getting Socket. Mm-hmm. So I guess, do you guys want to play us another song here?
Yeah, we got another one ready for you.